Hey everybody, it's Catherine Middlebrooks from BRB Yoga. I wanted to pop on this Friday just for a moment, just a few minutes. I got a call at 3:30, so it has to be quick. Just to talk about one thing that I am seeing very often that is probably standing in the way of a lot of people's ability to heal and restore their post-baby core and pelvic floor. And it's not a physical thing. It is a mental thing. So what is it? For many, many women, I see the struggle to go slow after they've had a baby. The struggle to not work their body really hard as the number one thing standing in their way. It's a mental thing. And so what does that look like? Well, for a lot of women, it's this idea like, if I'm not exercising really hard, I'm going to gain weight, or I'm not going to lose this baby weight, or I'm not going to feel those endorphins that I'm so used to feeling. And this is going to stand in the way of success for many, many people, because the reality is, for a post-baby body, you have to go slow at the beginning. You have to start unlearning many of the patterns that have first created some, if you have a abdominal separation, if you have pelvic floor issues, you have to go slow to unlearn the habits that have created that in the first place. But the other thing is that you have to really go slow so that you can mentally connect to the body. It takes practice. After a body has been pregnant, after those core muscles have stretched, after the pelvic floor has been working so hard, it takes a lot of mental effort to connect the mind to the body. It takes a lot of mental effort to, when the brain says, I want this part of me to engage, for that to actually happen. And that means you have to do smaller movements and do them more slowly and more gently, and probably at a lower intensity than you are used to. So I like to use this example. Right now we're teaching my daughter how to read, and it's starting with the basics, right? We're going through phonics, right? So this letter stands for this sound, and when you put these two together, that's what it sounds like. And it is so very tiny. These steps are very, very tiny. But now she's getting to words and sentences and putting it all together, and it's just starting to go faster. And you can see that she is right on the cusp of really being able to read anything. And it's exactly the same with your post-baby body. You have to start with the building blocks. You have to get your mind okay with going slowly, right? It's okay that you're not going to be sweating profusely for a few weeks. Because what you're going to be doing is creating the foundation that will support you for your lifetime. You're going to connect your mind to your core, connect your mind to your pelvic floor. You're going to connect all the pieces so that as the weeks go on, you can start adding in bigger movements, more intense movements. And then, like my daughter, the whole world will open up to you, and you can go run that marathon. You can go do your CrossFit. You can do whatever you want to do once you have the building blocks in place. So if that's you, if you are struggling to feel like, I can't slow down, I just had a baby, I want to get my body back, the way to get your body back at the beginning is to slow it down, break down the movements, learn the fundamental movements that you need to have a healthy core first, and then from there, the world is your oyster. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. And you can do it without leaking, without your back hurting, without feeling like your core is going to explode forward. Whatever it is possible for you, but you have to start with the fundamentals. So if this is you, I want you to know you're not alone. There are so many women I talk to who are resistant to stepping back from activities, from not going and running 5 miles. But know that if you do step back for just a few weeks, you're going to be able to do all that and more, and do it feeling stronger and more supported than you do right now. Okay, so let me know if that makes sense to you. If you have any thoughts about it, I'd love to hear them. And then just have a great weekend, everybody. I will see you all next week.